There was a moment in my life where I was asking not what's next, but I was asking myself, why me? And I'm sure that a lot of people that are hearing this right now are probably asking themselves a lot, whether they've dealt with this weather, whether they've dealt with the frustration of things, not rhetorical, not poetically, like actually, like why is this happening to me? Why this body? Why this challenge? Why this struggle? Why now? Like why this fight? And when I went through what I went through with cancer, it doesn't give you much of a chance to internalize or intellectualize what is going on. So let's just go straight forward. I died a couple of years ago of stage 3 brain cancer. And I was someone who, when everything was happening, it was like I was going somewhere, but then I had a setback. I was going somewhere, but then I had a setback. I was going somewhere, but I had a setback. I had a struggle. I had a problem. I had a conflict. And the thing about it is, it doesn't matter how prepared you think you are. It doesn't care how prepared you are. Cancer doesn't care. Your bills don't care. Your struggles don't care. It doesn't ask if you're ready to grow. Life just happens. Things are real. It just shows up. And when it does, everything you thought you knew about yourself gets tested. That is where this framework comes from. You've heard me talk about the P.O.W.E.R framework because you need it. You need presence, ownership, wavelength, energy, and resonance. But this is not a book. This is not a mastermind. This is not branding. It came from survival. So let's talk about these in 3 stages. Stage 1, why me? Because that's where I was. I was questioning the chaos, all the struggles. Why me is not confidence. Why me is confusion. Why me is the moment where life breaks your narrative. It makes you feel like, oh, for me, why me looked like singing with a diagnosis I didn't ask for. I didn't predict. I couldn't have known. The day before, I was living my best life. The day before, I had middle school teams and we were working and everything was great and we had epiphanies and breakthroughs. Everything was going away. We were on our way to nationals. The day before, I received my diagnosis. The day before, I was on track to get a promotion. The day before, things were going well in my household. The day before, I was on my way up. And then the day of, I received news that I wasn't expecting. And I had to ask myself, why me? Quickly, I was losing control of my body. I watched certainty disappear. I realized my effort doesn't equal immunity. It doesn't equal immortality. And for a 23-year-old man, it made me realize I was not immortal. I was not eternal. And I had an expiration date. And that expiration date expired that day. We think we have forever and we don't. We think we can keep moving and we won't. We've lost people that thought they had days, weeks, months, years, and they had seconds. So no, it doesn't equate to this. When I say why me, it's when you ask yourself, what did I do wrong? Why am I being punished? Why is this happening of all things? Why is everyone else moving forward while I'm stuck here? They're just moving away. Life is good. People are laughing and smiling, and I'm sinking inside. I asked myself, why me? And here's the truth. Nobody wants to say this, but here's the truth. Why me doesn't make you stronger. It makes you honest. It's real. It's not right. And this is a stage where fear speaks loudest, when doubt feels logical, when silence feels safer than hope. That makes it ring louder. And when we talk about power, this is presence at its rawest. This is how I'm showing up. Not presence as performance, presence as awareness. But I'm treating that awareness like a reality I can't shake, like something I can't work on. You are forced to face what it is, not what you wish was true. Most people try to skip this stage. They try to rush to meaning, to motivation. But you gotta sit with that. Because if you don't sit in why me, you build your life on denial. So we're here. Why me? It's a struggle. My presence, I just showed up this way. I need to take ownership of how I'm feeling. I'm owning who I am. This is real. This is right now. And the next stage is try me. So what? Now what? That shifts something. Like a lot of times in the hospital, I was thinking, why me? And I had to flip it. I had to change it, change my perspective to, okay, try me. Let's go. Because what are we going to do? We can't do anything about it. At the end of the day, all you can do is your best self. Yes, you should be able to feel and be and own and do and stay. And yes, and you cannot stay there. And then something shifts. Not dramatically, not heroically, quietly. You realize, I can't stay here. Like, it was good for me to stay and park there for a second, but I gotta keep moving. This is try me. Try me isn't bravery. It's decision. You have to be able to execute while you are emotionally volatile, because otherwise it consumes you. You have to move it in fear. You have to do it scared, because otherwise, what am I going to do? I'm just going to be in fear the whole time? What is going to happen? You can move away from the why me after recognizing it, after being there. But then you have to be like, okay, try me. You have to move to try me, because now we got to make it work. We got to see what can happen. This is when you stop asking, why is this happening? And start asking, what am I going to do about it? For me, try me was fighting the fire inside of me, asking why did it start, trying to pinpoint how did it happen that led to the thing. They said that it was from pediatrics, so it's been inside, it just got detected, and I'm like, if y'all didn't peep this, I would have died. Like, I'm trying to find out all of these things, trying to gain pieces of control by piecing together a narrative that was numbing me slowly to the thought that this was real and I had to deal with it. Walking into storms I didn't choose, and yet it showed up. Taking treatments, setbacks, fear, chemo, surgery upon surgery, the first of which ended my life. And by a skin, by a sliver, by a slight chance, I made it to be told, we have to do it again. But you're not strong enough to do it again. So we're going to put you in rehab to get strong enough to do it again. And I'm like, why me? Why me? So in the hospital, I had to make that shift. When I had people talking to me about how they are believing that everything's going to work out, but they're a little shaken because I'm the one that brings belief to them. Why me? Why him? Of all the people, why him? Why you? Why are you going through what you're going through? You've asked yourself, people have asked you. But we all have to shift it, because we can't wait here in this pit. You have purpose in you. You have a plan. You have systems. Things are moving. You have got to get up. So taking treatments, setbacks, all that stuff, one day at a time, was a process. But it was, for me, letting go of guarantees and choosing effort anyway. And as somebody who loves control and loves systems and, wants to make creativity and corporate merry, because I think that's awesome, I hated it. It was terrible. Day after day after day, not knowing when the check is going to clear. Day after day after day, not knowing if I'm going to make it to tomorrow. Day after day after day, really wondering what is going to happen next. People wanting certainty from me. I couldn't give them anything. So the only thing I can do is move. But it's not enough to have the belief that you can move. That's a mindset thing. You have to do it. Try me is not, I believe I'll win. Try me is, I'm still standing. So I'm going to keep moving. I'm still moving. I lived. I've been brought back. I'm going to move. This is where ownership lives. Like, you own the fact that things happen. But now you're going to own, hey, I'm here. I'm going to make this happen. Not ownership of the situation. Ownership of your response. This happened. Why me? Yes, but flip it. Try me. What am I doing? What am I doing about it? You don't control the storm, but you choose whether you lie down in it. Try me is where people earn momentum because action, even imperfect, builds identity. So you go through the why me, yes, agony. Try me, this is what I'm going to lock in. And you are aiming to get to the last of this, which is now me. Here I am. And then time passes when you made that decision, when you made that choice. Time passes when you decided I'm going to execute the systems, execute what it means to be a good speaker, execute what it means to communicate properly, to get all of your stuff done with testing and discourse. I'm going to try and make this lively. You did it. So now me, scars have formed. Now me, strength shows up in places you didn't train. Now me, perspective shifts. And one day, you realize you're not who you were before, but you're not broken either. This is now me. Now me is not ego, it's alignment. It's like, I've been on assignment, I had some agony, but I'm gonna be aligned. And now me says, I know what fear feels like, and I still show up. I do it scared. And now I'm in front of you all. And now I passed the test. And now I'm trying harder. And now it's working out bit by bit, but it is. I walked through things that have stripped me, and I'm still standing. I've gone through a lot in the last decade, and I am still standing because I don't wait for certainty. I move with clarity. Even if it's 51% guarantee, I move knowing what my mission is. And now me isn't loud, it's grounded. This is resonance. People don't listen to me because I survived. They listen because I took that survival, I integrated it. Now me is earned, it's not claimed. So now, as a framework, why me? Try me. Now me. This is what it looks like. Everyone has a why me. Again, may not be illness, might be failure, might be rejection, it might be silence, might be loss, might be a whole bunch of things. Feeling, the fear of being seen. Everyone faces a moment where life asks, who are you when you control so much and now you don't have it anymore? Most people get stuck in the why me. They're just paralyzed. And then they stall when they get to try me. And few people arrive in the now me consciously. That's the work. That's what I teach. That's what power supports. We have to go through the stages to be your best self. This framework doesn't replace power. It gives it a human entry point. They couple together. And again, the way that we choose to use this is before you speak, before you lead, before you communicate, before you do anything, before you step into any room, ask yourself, am I stuck questioning? Am I avoiding action? All this stuff happened, and now what? And am I choosing to stand in truth, pull up, and execute anyway? You don't fake now me, you walk in. You hit that. And that resonance, when you do it, you don't have to convince anybody because they feel it. Your presence moved all the way to the end. Your why me has evolved. You have made it. I didn't choose this framework. I didn't try to craft this up now, bro. Life gave it to me. And if you're in a why me right now, that doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're awake. Try me will come. Ownership needs to happen. Wavelength will come. Resonance will come. Now me is waiting. But you need to do it scared. Do it scared. Speak with power. Try, move, go, execute. But keep moving.